$297.99. That is your today's leading value. That is the today's leading value for a brand new state-of-the-art product that has never aired in clearance.
And I'm telling you guys, you'll never find anything that combines, first of all, the power of laser, which we just talked about, is better for allowing those bald spots to fill in as opposed to red light. Red light's a large area it's going to cover. This is pinpointing the dormant follicles. What is that going to do? That is going to cause hair to grow back, okay? Now, let me read a couple of great reviews. Let's see what Vanessa had to say about this. It says, I feel that my hair is shinier, more revitalized, and I've noticed significant improvement in both volume and texture within the first month. I highly recommend for anyone looking to upgrade their hair care routine with cutting-edge technology. Because guess what else it does? It improves the overall health of your hair. I want you to think about that. Not only did people experience regrowth, which, by the way, over 75% in men experienced regrowth, but not only that, women, 82% actually of the women experience strength in the hair, right?
Those statistics are so important. And you know what you want? Before you take drastic measures, and believe me, my career is based on hair plugs, and I always tell that story because I worked with a guy in 1989, and I'll never forget it. And I thank him to this day because he went and got a hair plug surgery, and he was out of commission for quite some time. I was able to take his place and go to a little place in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and I went there, and believe me, that changed my career on a dime. So I thank hair plugs. However, if you go that route, and I'm talking about to the men out there, that is a drastic step. I would absolutely do this. This, to me, is the latest technology. This is easy to do. And the fact that Kim took you through that every time, and let's go up close to Kim again, because you want to hear what she has to say, and that every time this is different than any other brush we've ever offered because it tells you what to do. Once you have it set on the area that you want, you're going to hear an audible beep. When you hear the beep, then you move it.
Okay, and I want all the women out there to do this. I want you to pull your hair back on the side like that. This is where we thin. I don't know what that is, but 90% of the women thin here and they thin right here on the crown, okay? If you're thinning right there, this is what you're going to do. You're going to target that spot, okay? Right there, you're going to target. You're let it sit. When it's time to move, you hear that beep? Did they hear that beep?
I heard the beep.
Okay, then you're going to move it, and you're going to let it sit again. That is allowing, this does not hurt, it is safe.
I'm going to say it's about 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
It seems like it's about 10 seconds before in between beeps.
And then, let's see, is it going to be beep? Did you hear the beep? Okay,
now, beep twice because you left it there a little bit longer. Now, I love that it does that. I love that it does that. It kind of reminds you that, you know what, you didn't move it, but maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to keep it there for 2 beeps.
Yeah, absolutely, because that's the part, and I'm telling you, now, I want to say this to everybody too, okay? That this is not painful. This is not going to hurt you, okay? This isn't like a laser treatment you get in the dermatologist's office that is going to like hurt. It's comfortable, but it's effective, and that's the thing. And it is literally, and the fact it's got the radio frequency. If we could go back to that, there's another laser brush we have. It does not have radio frequency. It does not have radio frequency, this other brush that we have. This does. And if we can talk about that too, Josh, the fact that this has radio frequency, because that also crazy effective in helping stimulate growth. Listen to what radio frequency does. Radio waves penetrate and heat deep layers of the skin. Now, first of all, we all know it's good for circulation and collagen production. Oh, and by the way, radio frequency treatments are usually at $500 starting. It also increases nutrient supply to the increases nutrient supply to the follicles, waking those follicles up and stimulating those dormant follicles that are causing your hair growth to shut off. So you get that along with your low-level laser, and then you can combine that with sonic vibration. You've got the holy trifecta, the holy trinity of hair growth. And let's talk about sonic vibration too, right? high frequency waves, and I'm going to show what it's. Okay, here we go. It's going to cause gentle vibrations that can help improve nutrient absorption. It promotes scalp circulation, and that helps stimulate hair growth, which will encourage hair growth. And also, can I tell you another thing that sonic vibration does? It really relieves tension and fatigue. If you've got a headache, it feels so good.
Now, gentlemen will use it a little differently. Gentlemen will probably put it on the front of their hair,
right here, like this.
Okay, and then they'll work their way back.
Right.
Because what we worry about is up here. We worry about up here, not so much on the side. That's where our hair is actually the thickest, is on the side. We worry about it here. So, gentlemen, if you're watching this, listen to what Kim said. When you hear the beep, then you move it. When you hear the next beep, you move it again. Here's the situation. We have sold 65 of these. One of the things about this, and we hear this from Lunamar, this is one of the most complex devices that they have ever made. That means they can only make them in very, very small batches. To that point, this has never been on clearance, was never intended to ever go on clearance. We were thinking it was going to miss clearance by a few days, and it hadn't aired up until today. But guess what? Didn't miss clearance. Let's do this. Let's show how many we have left. Now, that one of the things about this is because the quantities was so low that we had in inventory, we did not think that this would ever air in clearance.